Hello, my dear student. You're looking fantastic today. I didn't tell you that before? Well, now I'm telling you, you look fantastic, you look incredible, and you're here, so I know that you're serious about learning English, and you understand that learning English with grammar is just stupid. It's not very intelligent. You know the best way to learn any language is through interesting inputs, such as the strange stories of Prof. Carl. And today I have a strange but simple story for you that I'm gonna tell in English to help you improve your listening and give you more vocabulary that you might be able to use in the future. Are you ready to go? Well, then let's get started. So today I want to tell you why I'm no longer a picky eater. So when I say picky in English, that means somebody who selectively chooses what they like or what they want. So a picky eater is somebody who is very selective about what they eat because they only like a few things. And if you've met me in real life in Latin America, you know that I'm not a picky eater at this moment, but it might surprise you to know that when I was younger, I was a very picky eater. And my mom hated it because my mom is not a picky eater. She can eat quite a bit of stuff. But I was her child and she had to cook for me when I was a kid. And she had to cook very simple things because I was a picky eater. So let me tell you some of the things that I didn't eat when I was a kid. And later on I'll tell you how I became a non-picky eater, how I started to enjoy many types of food. So when I was younger, so basically this is before I was probably, I'm going to say 18 years old. I didn't eat tomatoes. I didn't eat onions. I didn't eat avocados. I didn't eat peppers. I didn't eat, actually it might be better to tell you what I did eat for vegetables. The only vegetables I ate when I was a kid were broccoli, carrots, peas, even though I don't think peas are really a vegetable, corn, even though I don't even know if corn is really a vegetable either. Yeah, carrots, broccoli, peas, corn, salad, so lettuce, I would eat lettuce, cucumbers, I would eat cucumbers. Yeah, and that's about it. But anything else that was a vegetable, I would not eat. I did like fruit. I liked fruit, but not many vegetables. Not many vegetables. And when it came to meat, well, I would say most gringos are pretty picky eaters. We don't really eat intestines or tripe or all the other crazy things that many people in Latin America still eat. So for example, mondongo, when I was a kid, I would definitely never have eaten mondongo. So I had a very simple diet, but this changed. Why did it change? Why is it nowadays that I eat things like liver, tripe, intestines? I think I've even eaten eyes before, and now I also eat avocados, tomatoes, onions, all types of vegetables. There's very few things that I no longer eat. And it's for one reason, Mexicans. Because of Mexicans, I'm no longer a picky eater. You see, when I first started to meet and get to know Mexicans in Vancouver, they wanted to show me the different types of tacos. So actually one of the first tacos I ever ate from Mexico, authentic Mexican taco, obviously not in Mexico, but in Vancouver, was beef tongue taco. And actually I think when I ate it, I didn't realize it was beef tongue. They didn't tell me, because I think they knew that beef tongue isn't exactly a common thing that gringos eat. So they didn't tell me. They gave me, I believe, Mexicans that are watching this, they gave me tacos de pollo con mole, they gave me tacos de lengua, they gave me tacos al pastor, and they gave me tacos carne asada, right? But they didn't really tell me what they were, and I ate all of them, and for me all of them were delicious. Obviously my favorite was pollo con mole. Mole is incredible. If you're not from Mexico, make sure next time you are in Mexico, if you ever visit, to try mole, because it is delicious. But after I ate all the tacos, they told me that you just ate beef tongue. So I realized at that moment that some of the weird things that other people eat aren't really that weird, and actually they can be very delicious. And that was more or less the start of Mexicans making me become a non-picky eater. And especially Mexico, many Mexicans will say that the Mexican flag, the colors of the Mexican flag, represent the three main vegetables for Mexicans, even though I think avocados aren't a vegetable. And those are avocado, green, white onion, and red tomato. And yeah, in most Mexican dishes, you're gonna find avocados, onions, and tomatoes. And I loved Mexican food since the first time I tried it with other Mexicans. And I knew that if I wanted to keep on eating more Mexican food, that I would have to slowly start to accept that tomatoes, onions, and avocados weren't horrible things. And since then, so that would be in 2009, since 2009, I've been eating more and more different kinds of food. For example, mondongo, which I would have never eaten in the past, I now eat regularly when I'm in Latin America. Chinchulines, which is, I think, the part of the small intestine of the cow. When I'm in Argentina, I eat it a few times a week. What else do I eat? If I get the chance to have beef tongue tacos, I'll have beef tongue tacos. Blood sausage, again, I would have never eaten blood sausage when I was younger, but now if I get the chance, of course I'll eat some blood sausage. And that's the other benefit of becoming a non-picky eater, is that I get a wider variety of foods to eat, more flavors for my mouth, and obviously more nutrients, because in these different types of foods there's more nutrients that my body loves and my body needs. So I'm a healthier person now, thanks to the Mexicans. And that's what I wanted to tell you today in this simple English video. If you want to practice your English a little bit more, I'm going to leave some questions down below in the comments, and you can respond to them. And I would also like you to tell me, are you a picky eater, or are you not a picky eater? What are things that you don't like to eat? What are things that you would never eat because you hate them so much? I want to know. And if you made it to the end, congratulations. You got some more English into your brain. You're doing fantastic. Keep up the good work. And I'll see you in the next video, my dear student.